snook. Oh, nice. Morning guys, welcome back to another video. If you haven't watched any of my previous videos, my name is Zach, and today I'm going to be doing a little bit of wading in a spot that I actually haven't been to yet. I've fished all up and down the Indian River most of my life, and it's actually a spot that I've looked at on the map and thought about fishing. I just never got a chance to get over here, and there's quite a few docks over here. There's about 40 docks where I'm at. I'm actually right near a pretty well-known bridge. I'm gonna be hitting some mangroves right along the bridge first, and then I'm gonna double back and start fishing the docks. The wind is a little bit stronger than it was supposed to be. It said it would be 6 or 7 miles an hour, and it's more like 10 to 12 right now. And I think it's gonna get stronger later in the day. It's a little bit past 7 a.m. Low tide was right around 6 o'clock, so it should be incoming. I've been seeing a lot of mullet getting smashed by pelicans out here, and I got a new lure I want to try that looks just like these finger mullet, and you know, hopefully can get some snook, maybe a nice redfish, maybe even a flounder. So I hope you guys, you know, if you like the video, make sure you leave a thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't yet, and I'll see you out there. What a beautiful morning out here. Not a fan of this wind. I'm gonna see how this spot goes for a while. I'm gonna fish all these docks out here. There's a lot of bait. You see all these pelicans diving on the mullet over here. But I'm gonna try these mangroves first. I might even come up over near the bridge. I think it's shallow enough where I can actually wade under it. Maybe there's some snook sitting under there. Yeah, I just saw a snook bust mullet right here in front of me, right up in the shallows. Tide just started coming in too. I want to show you guys what I'm using. I'm starting out with the NLBN Mini Mullet. It's a little 4-inch mullet lure with their the 2-watt BKK Titan diver. I actually take the little spoon off of that, just because it gets caught up in grass and other things, and it's honestly just in the way. Then I got my my star sequence with the Quantum Smoke S3 4000. I got 15-pound spider wire Invisibraid. I wanted to use my sequence instead of the Seagus rods because it's got a little bit more backbone to it. The tip isn't quite as sensitive. That way if I get something on these docks, I can kind of muscle them out of there, and it's a little bit stronger of a rod. So we'll see what I can do today. If this wind gets to be a little too much, I'm gonna try another spot on the east side of the river. But if you're from the Stewart area, you know what bridge I'm at. So I'm curious to see how things work out over here. A little bit closer to the inlet too, so I think the water will be moving a little quicker. Definitely by the bridge. There's definitely some snook in here. It's actually my first time using the the mini mullet, so just kind of getting a little bit of a feel for it. There's a couple different ways you can work it. Once you get it out there, you can move it along the top real fast like that, so it kind of looks like the mullet on the top, or you can kind of let it sink and just twitch it, and it'll scoot back and forth and flutter. Just gets those fish really excited. You always got to have that confidence fishing new lures, because one thing I learned using artificials is you know, if the fish are there, they're gonna hit it. So if you're not getting bites, you know, don't worry too much about not working it the right way, or that you're not in the right area. You just got to be confident in it. I'm kind of just blind casting right now. We're getting towards the end of the mullet run, and they're definitely still here. There's a lot of mullet. Tide's been coming in for about an hour now. I'm hoping this wind helps with the snook bite, because they usually like that more turbulent water so they can ambush disoriented bait fish. So we'll see what happens. Got hit by something up in the shallows. I don't know what it is. Oh man, I just got broke off on the dock. I think it was a snook. Yep, frayed me up. So that's what those snook do. I'm using 30-pound mono leader, and I know this can handle up to a 40-inch snook because I've caught one while waiting. But man, I just missed a good opportunity right there. Well, gotta regroup and retie. Well, at least I know those mini mullet work. You might have seen the blow up right there by the beach. Man, I think I reacted a little bit too slowly there. He went straight for the structure. I think that was a slot size fish too. Man, I hate when that happens. Well, I'm gonna cut this frayed piece off. Man, he really got it good, huh? Got my little box of tricks here. Got some more mini mullets. I gotta use one of my shrimp lures at some point. Those are my favorite. I want to show you guys how I do the loop knot, because a lot of people have been asking how to tie it, and I see a couple different methods. I'm going to show you the way I learned how to do it. So take the lure, put your line through the eye, give yourself about 3 or 4 inches, and what you do is you fold it on itself and make a loop, right? Then you take another little section, make another loop, so you got Mickey Mouse ears, and then you take this second loop, put it through the front of the first one like that, and you take the tag end, just put it through there. And what I'll do is I'll grab it like about a 1/2 inch from the lure with my left hand and just pull. And what I'll do is I'll bite the tag in and kind of pull up on it a little bit so it doesn't cinch down on itself all the way to the lure. And there's your loop knot. You just got to cut that tag end off, leave about a 1/4 to 1/2 inch on there, and you're good to go. Honestly, I don't know why I haven't been here yet. This place is amazing. Got all these beautiful houses. The docks are incredible. I mean, there's literally 40 of them. I counted them on the map. I'm probably not going to hit all of them. I'm probably going to fish some of them on the way back too. They're in the second half of incoming tide. I'm gonna use this mini mullet a little bit longer, see if I can get another snook or two. Then I might switch it up to one of the shrimp lures. Little snook. Oh, nice. Slowed it down a little bit, thumped it real hard. That's a decent one. Not slot. Nice little snook. Oh yeah. Come here, buddy. Nice little male on the mini mullet. Man, I love when they thump. He's gonna shake on me in a second. I can feel it. Oh, there he goes. He's right up in the corner over there by the rocks and the dock. There we go. Little snooky. Let's let him go. Pretty little fish. Still can't believe I missed that one earlier. It was definitely bigger than this one. There he goes. All right. That east wind is killing me. I'm gonna keep the waders on and I'm gonna head to a different spot a little bit further north on the east side of the river, just so I can get out of that wind. It's pretty brutal out there. I caught a couple snook. I hooked up on that one early that broke me off on the dock with the mini mullet. I think I'm gonna use the mini mullet a little bit longer and then I'm gonna put the shrimp on. See how that does. I actually have a gold spoon on me too. I might try that, I'm not sure yet. But where I'm going, it's been empty of seagrass for quite a while, but I think it's starting to come back. So we'll see how that is. At least I'll be out of the wind. Actually, one little spot I got to, the waves were crazy by one of the seawalls. And a wave kind of came up on my side and splashed into my waders a little bit. And I think I shorted my battery pack that I use for the camera. So I'm just going to be using the batteries for now. I probably got to replace the battery pack, which isn't, it's a little frustrating. It's not that big of a deal. I can, order another one. I've had that one for a while. So stick around for the next spot. We'll see what we can get. Most of the time when I'm wading, I like to stick to one spot, especially if I found some fish. But I had to get out of the wind and waves. And when I decided to move, I didn't take my waders off, because if I take them off and put them back on again, it's like squeezing 10 pounds of sausage into a 5-pound bag. All right, guys, we're at the new spot. Gonna try to wade some of these mangroves. Got out of that east wind, so it's much calmer over here. I'm gonna be using the Monster 3X shrimp, ultra soft. See how that does. I heard there's been some seagrass coming back over here on this side, so hopefully there's some trout over here or something. I've caught some nice reds in here back in the day. Once that seagrass disappeared, I didn't come here for a while, so we'll see how it is. It's nice over here. It's good to be out of that wind. A lot of bait over here too. Mullet run's still going on. I feel like once the mullet run ends and it cools down a little bit, the bite's going to be much, much better. These fish are just feeding constantly on all these mullet, so they're just not as hungry. At least for my artificials. But we'll see what we can do. Might be able to pull a snook or two out of here at least. Oh. Well, I had a little snook up there in that little pocket. Spit the hook though. That's alright, he was kind of tiny. Well, at least there's some here. I didn't even feel the thump. It was when I went slack to try to pop the shrimp again, he was just on it. All right, guys, I made my way back home. Wasn't as productive of a day as I thought it would be. That first spot that I tried with all the docks was amazing. Beautiful docks. It was deeper. There was some seawalls. You know, I broke off on that one big snook, and then I got that little male. It was about 22 inches. So, I mean, you know, it was better than nothing at all. I didn't get skunked. But, you know, it was just too much of an east wind. It was making white caps on that side and messed up that battery pack that I have, so I got to replace that. I should be out again in a couple weeks. I'll probably be out in the boat because, you know, I just did some wading, and we also have this this big storm system coming through from the Gulf that might end up being a hurricane. And if it hits the west coast, it's going to be like right where we are. And it's going to come across, and we're going to get a lot of it. So might have to get ready and prepare for that. We're definitely going to get a lot of rain. So we're probably going to see a little bit of flooding either way. But hey, if you guys like this video, again, please make sure to leave it a thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't. And I hope to see you in the next one.